Alright, shooters ready to have your mind blown. What if I told you that some rifles cheap enough to snag without selling your truck can outshoot those pricey classics you've been drooling over? This is 5 budget rifles that outshoot the classics you won't believe. #2 a full throttle, no holds barred showcase of budget blasters that'll make your grandpa's prized Winchester look like a wall hanger. We've hit the range, burned ammo, and stacked them against the legends to prove it. Accuracy, power, value, the works. It's 2025, fam. Over 435 million guns are out there, and budget doesn't mean bunk anymore. Want to know which $500 steel smokes a $2,000 icon? Stick around, this'll kick harder than a .308 mule, and #2's gonna flip your lid. Number 5, Ruger American Ranch, the $500 deer dropper that dunks on tradition. Think a $500 rifle can't hang with the classics. The Ruger American Ranch says, "Hold my beer," born in 2014, refreshed in 2023's Gen 2. It's a 5.56 NATO bolt action beast with a 16.1-inch threaded barrel, 6.6 pounds of no-nonsense grit. Over 150,000 sold by 2025, MSRP $500. Street price dips to $450. It's the scrappy underdog taking on $1,500 icons, ready for the shocker. Range days, a wake up. 55 grain FMJs scream at 3,000 feet per second. .8-inch groups at 100 yards. Sub-MOA straight out of the box. Stack it against a $1,200 Winchester Model 70 featherweight. .9-inch groups, and it's a dead heat. But with $750 left in your pocket, the 3 lug bolts a slick 60-degree flick, feeding our mags 5 or 10 rounds butter smooth. Recoils a kitten 4.2 foot-pounds, and the synthetic stocks Cerakoted tough. Hunters tag deer at 385% kills, while the classics sweat to match it. Number 5's a Ruger that rips $500, beating $1,500. Believe it. Next, a Savage steel that'll stun ya. Number 4, Savage Axis 2, the $450 sniper that slays the old guard. Want to bet a $450 rifle can outshoot a $1,000 legend? The Savage Axis 2, revamped in 2019, steps up. 308 Win 22-inch barrel, 7 pounds of budget brilliance. Over 200,000 sold by 2025, MSRP $450, snagged for $400 online. It's the blue-collar sniper schooling classics like the Remington 700 ADL. Let's see how it smokes 'em. Fire it up. 150 grain soft points clock 2,800 feet per second. .7-inch groups at 100 yards, tighter than the $900 Rem 700's .8. The AccuTrigger breaks at 2.5 pounds crisp as a winter twig, while the old guard's Mushi pulls lag behind. Recoils 10 foot-pounds manageable, and the carbon steel barrels button-rifled for consistency. Hunters drop hogs at 480% success, while the classics burn cash for the same punch. Production's pumping 300,000 yearly, and it's a steel that stings. Number 4's a Savage that slays $450, topping $1K. Mind-bending. Next, a bolt that'll break your brain. Number 3, Mossberg Patriot, the $425 elk killer that embarrasses the elite. Think $425 can't take down a $1,300 Titan. The Mossberg Patriot, since 2015, begs to differ. .306 Springfield, 22-inch fluted barrel, 7.2 pounds of wallet-friendly fury. Over 100,000 sold by 2025, MSRP $425, street price $375. It's the elk killer that's got classics like the Ruger M77 Hawkeye sweating ready for the upset. Range truth hits hard. 180 grain core locks blast at 2,700 feet per second. .6-inch groups at 100 yards, edging the $1,300 M77's .7. The 2 lug bolts a smooth operator. The adjustable trigger snaps at 3 pounds cleaner than the Hawkeye's creep. Recoils 12 foot-pounds stout but steady, and the synthetic stocks bedded tight. Hunters bag elk at 575% kills, while the classics flex for no gain. Production's rolling 200,000 yearly, and it's a budget beast that bites. Number 3's a Mossberg that mauls $425, outgunning $1,300. Wild. Next, the #2 that'll blow you away. Number 2. Thompson Center Compass 2, the $400 precision freak that flips the script. Hold up, could a $400 rifle be the secret weapon that classics can't touch? The Thompson Center Compass Roman 2 since 2019 is your jaw-dropper. 6.5 Creedmoor 22-inch threaded barrel, 7 pounds of pure insanity. Over 80,000 sold by 2025, MSRP $400, street price $350. It's the precision freak taking on $1,500 icons like the Weatherby Vanguard Sporter, and you won't believe this upset. Range days a revelation. 140 grain LMS zip at 2,700 feet per second. 0.5-inch groups at 100 yards, smoking the $1,400 Vanguard's .6. The 3 lug bolts a 60-degree dream. The 5R rifling squeezes every ounce of accuracy. Sub-MOA to 500 guaranteed. Recoils 5 foot-pounds, soft as a breeze, and the adjustable trigger breaks at 2.8 pounds, outclassing the classics clunkers. Hunters nail deer at 680% kills while the big names eat dust. Production's climbing 150,000 yearly, and it's a $400 freak that flips everything. Number 2's a TC that'll blow your mind. $400 beating $1,500. Unreal. Top spot's a Titan, guess it. Number 1. CVA Cascade, the $500 long-range lord that crushes all. Think $500 can't rule the roost over a $2,000 king. The CVA Cascade, born in 2020, says watch me. 6.5 Creedmoor 22-inch threaded barrel, 6.8 pounds of budget domination. Over 50,000 sold by 2025, MSRP $500, street price $450. It's the long-range lord crushing classics like the $20 Tikka T3X Lite ready for the crown. Here's the knockout. 130 grain Berger VLDS hum at 2,850 feet per second. 0.4-inch groups at 100 yards, tighter than the Tikka's .5. The 3 lug bolts a slick 60-degree throw. The 416 stainless barrels attack driver's sub-MOA to 800 out of the box. Recoils 4.9 foot-pounds gentle, and the 2.5-pound trigger's a gem, shaming the classics heft. Boom, there's your lineup. Fam, 5 budget rifles that outshoot the classics and leave your wallet grinning. Number 5, the Ruger American Ranch, a $500 deer dropper. Number 4, the Savage Axis Roman 2, a $450 sniper. Number 3, the Mossberg Patriot, a $425 elk killer. Number 2, mind blown, the Thompson Center Compass Roman 2, a $400 precision freak. And number 1, the CVA Cascade, a $500 long-range lord. These aren't dreams. Range data, kills, and cold cash prove they smoke the big dogs. Over 10 million rifles hit the market yearly. These 5 redefine value. Curious if your classic's overrated? Want to snag a budget banger? Hit the range, test them out, and drop a comment. This is 5 budget rifles that outshoot the classics. You won't believe. #2 cheap doesn't mean cheap anymore, shooters.